Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Matt. Hello. Matt.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yes, we're on now. Yes, we're live now. Congratulations.
Oh, cool.
What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing? We have Matt Pitt with us today because I think, well, no, Bunny, you said you watched some of it, right?
Yeah, I watched like 2 episodes.
Okay,
maybe
see,
3.
I haven't seen one episode. Matt's been telling me I need to watch it. Eva's been telling me that I need to watch it, but I haven't had a chance to watch it. So I was like, Matt asked me, "Can you come on?" I'm like, "Yes, please."
Yes. Finally, I can bounce if someone's actually seen it, which is great.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Who in the chat has seen Baby Reindeer? Just one in the chat.
Okay, while you're talking to the chat, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt, for the one.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Cool. And while we're doing that, thank you, Echo, for the membership, and welcome back to being an honorary broad. We have also Squirrel Lock, Jada Take, Rita, hello. What's up? Sliggins, what's up, bro? Passion, hi, Hendrik.
More passion, more passion, more energy, more
More
energy.
energy. Yeah. Bad at watching stuff this past this year. Look, if you need to watch one thing on Netflix, this is the one thing you need to watch. I'm telling you.
I think
I-
the reason I couldn't finish it is because it's on Netflix. I always forget I have Netflix. Like, I don't touch it for like 9 months at a time.
Nah.
Yeah.
I read somewhere that it's like it's going to be one of the more popular shows on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah. It's just so it's confronting after it. Like, I feel like after I watched each episode, I had my mouth open going, what the fuck? Like, it was just one of those things that, like, one thing after the other happened, and when you thought nothing else could be worse, it gets worse. And it's just
I
Yeah.
don't think I got to any of that. Maybe I didn't pay attention. I need to start it over.
Yeah,
I'm
start
just
it
gonna
over.
start it over.
Start it again. So for those who are asking, who is Martha and why did I have a baby reindeer? Martha is a character in a Netflix show called Baby Reindeer, who was created by a comedian and actor called Richard Gadd. It's based on a real life story, which means that some of it is dramatized. And we're going to get into who Martha is when Xylie gets back.
What was the character's name in the show?
Martha Stewart, wasn't it?
Martha
So
Stewart.
wait,
No, wait.
That sounds good.
Martha something. I can't remember what the. Hang on, let me see. Martha Hart. No, I'm putting
Martha
two.
Scott.
Martha Scott. There we go.
So wait, is the real woman named Martha as well?
No,
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
no, but we'll get into how she surfaced in a sec as well.
I gotta share my screen. Sorry.
You're right.
Alright, I gotta go where you said the timestamps. Alright. Alright, let me know.
Fiona.
Yeah. Are we ready to pull that up now, or because I
Well,
literally
let me
just got back?
Yeah. Let me just go over what this is all about
Okay.
for those who don't know.
Yeah.
So, Richard Gadd, who is the actor and comedian who created and wrote Baby Reindeer, this character was loosely, he says loosely based, but a lot of the stuff that happened to him this character was based on. So he wrote Baby Reindeer after a woman sent him 41,071 emails, 350 hours worth of voicemails,
Oh my God.
744 tweets, 46 Facebook messages, and 100
That's just love.
pages of letters. Yep. And she also sent him a variety of like weird gifts, like a reindeer toy, sleeping pills,
What?
a woolly hat, boxer shorts, just random stuff over the course of 4 years. So this show, it began as like a one-man show at the Edinburgh Fringe, and it got picked up by Netflix, and Gadd basically fictionalized a version of himself named Donnie Dunn. So the character he portrays is basically himself, but he fictionalized himself as this character called Donnie Dunn.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's about like this relationship, like this really warped relationship between this female stalker, Martha, who develops this obsession with him after he shows her kindness. So like basically he gave her a cup of tea, and that's where it all started. So
Oh my God.
yeah, so after all of those like thousands of emails and voicemails and tweets and all that sort of stuff, Martha harassment of Donnie in the show is like really shown there. So he also in the series recalls being groomed by like this older comedian and writer that he called Darren.
Like what
And
kind
they
of
got-
grooming?
like
Given drugs to the point where he would pass out, and then he would wake up to this writer sucking his.
Oh,
penis.
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
and also further than that as well.
Not the good kind. Okay.
Not
Yeah.
the good kind of grooming, yeah. Which adds like this massive other layer of trauma that he experienced as well. So
This poor guy. Holy crap.
yeah. And to think he went
Dang.
through all this and acted as himself in this as well, like the amount of emotional toll that would have taken him to be able
yeah.
to like bring all this up again, it's insane. Yeah, but
Damn.
like after creating all this, like he did say like he requested viewers not to actually speculate about like the real life identities of these characters and stuff like that. So obviously the internet does what the internet does and ignores that and tries to find these people.
Of course.
Yeah.
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 So even though like, you know, the names of the characters were pseudonyms and stuff like that, a lot of people went to social media to try and spread like theories about who these people were in real life and what the similarities were, which included like someone like the person that groomed Darren. A lot of people went after this actor, writer and director named Sean Foley, suspecting that he was the character Darren who sexually assaults him and stuff. So
Oh no.
Foley was actually wrongly accused and received like abusive and threatening posts on social media, which like led into contact to the police and all that sort of stuff. So they also identified the character Martha, which led her to come forward and dispute the claims. So she's actually on record now saying that she is this character, and her
my
name
God.
is Fiona Harvey. So she's on record saying that. There's no like, you know, sus stuff there.
Right.
Where we can't like say her name or anything. But yeah, so she actually went to the media and she went publicly saying that this is about her and all that sort of stuff, and she literally reached out to Piers Morgan and said, I want to dispute all the claims and everything's false and all that sort of stuff, and we're going to hear her side of the story right
Oh.
now with this. So yeah, hold on to your hats.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Did I leave anything out there, Matt?
Not that I know of. I think they found Martha because they went on one of his Twitter account and found a lot of interaction from this Fiona woman from like 2014, and they were able to piece everything together.
Yeah.
I mean,
find out who she was.
744 tweets. I guess so. Damn.
Yeah, 46 Facebook messages. Like they also put together like the titles of some of the news articles that were fictionally put on there. Like trying to piece together that way as well. Like there was she harassed like a policeman's deaf daughter or something like that as well, and they were trying to put that together as well. She's not an okay woman. She's just
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
she's just misunderstood.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Bonnie.
Honey, I don't know. I feel like you need to watch the whole thing and then come to a conclusion, dude.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me grab my vape real quick. I forgot I had it on charge. Hold on. I'm a
Yeah,
bad
cool.
host. I'm horrible. I know. Don't yell at me, Eva.
So yeah, there is like some
Eva's gonna yell at me.
I don't know. There is some stuff there saying that they didn't actually try to keep her identity as well hidden as they'd like going to like the actual portrayal of the character and stuff like that. And we'll get into that a little bit further. One of these timestamps is her talking about Netflix and what she's going to do there, because apparently she was a barrister, like a lawyer. And this is something that was actually
Wait, she was a lawyer and was doing this?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, whoa, you're revealing everything. Let's like that'll come out in the reaction to this interview. So let's watch. Let's
all
watch
right,
it.
we'll do that.
Okay. All right. Press and play.
Right of reply. And so, in her first television interview, she joins me now in the studio. Well, thank you for joining me, Fiona. First of all, why have you decided to go public?
The internet sleuths tracked me down and hounded me and gave me death threats, so it wasn't really a choice. I was forced into this situation.
What do you hope to achieve in this interview?
I came on your show because you're a veteran broadcaster. I think you'll give me a fair hearing. You were persecuted yourself not so long ago. So that's why I've chosen this show.
Have you...
Piers Morgan out of everybody, really?
Dude, I am a Piers Morgan fan now.
You
I love
would
this
be.
show. This is everything I want in a show. He's turned his back on the honest journalist thing, and now he's doing Jerry Springer, and I'm all for it.
Yeah.
He is doing more internet personalities now, isn't he?
And that's where to go. That's where the money is.
Yeah,
Follow
no,
the
I
money.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, all right.
Watched the drama?
Not at all. I've heard about the court scene, about the jail sentences and all this sort of stuff.
But you really haven't watched any of it?
I haven't watched any of it.
You're not curious to?
No, I think I'd be sick.
I call
It's taken
bullshit.
over enough of my life. I find it quite obscene. I find it horrifying, misogynistic. Some of the death threats have been really terrible online. People phoning me up. It's been absolutely horrendous. I wouldn't give credence to something like that, and it's not really my kind of drama.
When did you know that you were the person being depicted in this?
5 years ago on BBC Breaking News, I saw Mr. Gadd had written a play for the Edinburgh Festival, and he was holding up.
So to explain this, so the show is based on Richard Gadd's one-man play that he created after being a stand-up comedian for a while. He decided to create this one-man show based on his experience as a stalker.
Ah,
So
okay.
that got a lot of leeway, and then eventually it would be turned into a Netflix adaptation to a show.
Ah, okay. So it wasn't just brought to Netflix going, hey, I have an idea for a show. It was actually like a play first. Okay.
Netflix
Oh.
found it when he was doing the Edinburgh Festival. They were like, hey, let's turn this into something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Placards, MP's wife stalker, and all of this, and he called it Baby Reindeer. That's all I knew, and I thought, well, I've only met this guy 2 or 3 times. I don't know him,
right, pause.
and left it at that.
So, Baby Reindeer, I'm going to be giving spoilers for this show, by the way.
That's
Baby
fine, I don't
Reindeer is a nickname that the character Martha gave to Richard's character as like some form of endearment. She immediately starts calling him that, and then that becomes his nickname, her nickname to him for a while.
Okay, I'm glad somebody explained that, because I was like, why in the hell is it called Baby Reindeer of all names? Thank you.
And spoilers, if you haven't watched the show, mute right here for like the next 30-40 seconds. The Baby Reindeer thing is based on the character. When she was a kid, she had a little like baby toy reindeer.
Oh.
And so he looked like that. In her mind, he looked like that little baby toy reindeer. And so she connected onto that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
dear.
do have to say, she's kind of cute as a button. Like, she is adorable. Like, I know I'm not supposed to like her, but she is cute as a button.
I
She was
swear to
selling
God,
cookies
you're just
outside.
like beavers. You're just like beavers. I'm waiting for you to say, to be fair. Okay.
Well, maybe. I mean, I'm coming into this with
So
open
I should have
mind.
possibly jumped into that stage.
And when did you know that Netflix were doing something?
2 weeks ago, I had just moved flat, so it was 2 weeks ago past Saturday.
And how did you hear?
I saw on BBC Breaking News that he'd sold to Netflix, and both he and this character, Martha, this Jessica actress, seemed to be promoting mercilessly.
Did you think then it was you that they were depicting?
I thought it was me they were depicting 5 years ago because of this MP's wife stalker article that had been a number done on me by the Sunday Mail 25 years ago when I was going for Donald Joe's parliamentary seat. So
Okay,
I
so
knew.
pause.
What?
So, what Eva was getting at before is in the show, the main character Richard Googles her name and finds out that she has been arrested for stalking on multiple occasions to the point where there's articles on the Daily Mail articles about her and stuff like that. So he finds out he's dealing with like a really bad stalker, not
Like
someone with a crush. Yeah.
Yeah, a professional stalker, someone that has done this many, many times and has been in the news about it.
Wow.
So in this interview, she confirmed that she had legal troubles before this, 25 years ago, when she was studying law and becoming a lawyer.
And she, okay, so she was a stalker, and then she became a lawyer?
So
And she was studying law, yeah.
she was studying law, and she started stalking like one of her colleagues during that.
Oh
And then
my
at some
God.
point in the show, I don't know about real life, but in the show, she got in she interacted with this policeman, and she started stalking this policeman to the point where she was like following around his deaf daughter, and like
Oh my God.
Was harassing her as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro.
I had a vague idea then. The Daily Mail then approached me on the Wednesday, 2 weeks ago. So sort of 2 weeks tomorrow, but 2 weeks ago, if you see what I mean, and told me that I was getting death threats online, that I'd been outed as Martha. There were TikTok videos. And
Were you
all of
online at
this.
all? Because you were before, but are you these days online?
I've come off Facebook as of yesterday.
Are you on X, what used to be Twitter?
No, I'm not.
you
on
had an
Twitter.
account?
Yeah, that's right. Years and years ago. I'm scared to Google up BBC Breaking News. I'm certainly scared to Google up the Daily Mail in case I am on it in some bizarre circus.
That moment you realised it was you that they were depicting from what you were reading. The sleuths, as you say, had found your tweets. They compared some of the phraseology. They'd done the maths, and they worked out this was you that was being depicted. How did that make you feel?
Okay, I have to watch this show now. I have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what you'll notice during the show is when she types out particular phrases, and there's like she types out words in a manner where like it sounds like the word, but it's not actually the word. Like, if that makes sense. Like
Also, she like ends every message with "from my iPhone," but it turns out she never had an iPhone, so she's just typing that to try and like make it look like she has an iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh,
And at
dear
one point,
God.
At one point, she even did a typo, like it was like "pro my iPhone" or something. Like it was the typo was on the "from my iPhone" thing.
several times. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
came
God.
across that.
I can't help but kind of like this woman. I'm sorry.
Oh
She's
my
the
God.
type of character in a movie that I'm like, I'm rooting for her.
Well, Bunny, I'm glad you brought that up because it kind of makes sense because the show deals with like the vulnerability of like a human being. Because in the show, the man is kind of has your reaction in the sense that he's a struggling comedian. He's not getting a lot of attention. So the stalker thing is he kind of like subconsciously likes the attention at first.
Yes.
And to the point where he ends up stalking her at first and follows her to her house. Now, I don't think this happened in real life, but followed her to her house where she actually sees him in the window and she catches him. And then that makes it even worse. So I feel like Bunny, like,
see, why'd he do that?
he had that mindset that you have right now, which I am like, I think it's a really bad mindset to have. Bunny should really
Curious.
change. In your line of work, you're going to, you're asking for trouble. But I digress.
Oh, buddy.
but you know, I'd love to see a show based on your life, honestly, Bunny. I think it would.
Yes.
Oh no, you don't
Yeah.
understand. We need a book from Bunny. The amount of stories that Bunny has is amazing. Swear to God.
Yeah.
I'm very curious. That's what it is.
Oh my
This is
God.
going to be, you know, Martha's going to be Echo of Tragedy in a year.
True. True.
Absolutely horrendous. I couldn't believe he'd done that. And so long after first meeting, you know, we're talking 10, 12 years ago, really horrendous. I didn't know who to trust. I was told by the Daily Mail, don't trust those bleeps in Scotland. Whereas I found John Dingwall of the Daily Record completely wonderful, actually. He's acted with total courtesy. I couldn't believe this had happened.
I want to play a little clip. This is just some of the reaction to Baby Reindeer
Sure.
from members of the public.
She ends up becoming the craziest stalker I ever seen in my life.
And this is all a true story?
This is all a true story, yeah. And they've found the real woman online.
So I assume in the actual thing, that obviously given her a different name, it's a different woman. But you know what I find? They always manage to find a similar looking woman, and the build tends to be the same.
I have a theory about this, though. I feel like he's done it on purpose because he knew that people would find her and he wants to make her life hell a bit.
When you hear that, what do you think?
The final guy on there, I think is correct. I think he always wanted this to come out.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not mad at him if that's the reason why they did it. I'm not mad at him, to be honest. I mean, because the stalker didn't go to jail, obviously. So you know what? I'll make your life live in hell the way you made mine. I mean...
So, this... Spoilers, in the show... Spoiler. The show, the stalker goes to jail. So, I don't know if she actually went to jail or not.
See, that is a point of contention with her, so I'm not quite sure if she actually served any jail time regarding any of these stalking incidents.
Yeah.
Persecute someone to take attention away from him and this rape allegation. And I just generally think he's got extreme psychiatric problems.
I mean, there's no doubt he has problems. I mean, if you watch the given that he's written it about himself. If you watch the whole thing as I did, all 5, 6 episodes, whatever it is, he has a lot of problems. He's quite open about that. The question, I guess, which we'll come to, is how much of the way he depicts you is true. And your position is that it's just not factual.
It's a work of fiction, it's a work of hyperbole, as I've always said. And there are 2 true facts in that. His name is Richard Gadd, and he worked as a jobbing barman on benefits in the Holy Arms, and we met 2 or 3 times. Those are the only.
Well, let's go back to. Let's go through some of these things. So, you first met him. I mean, the show shows you coming in to a London pub. You just named the pub, and he's working behind the bar, Richard Gadd, and he offers you a cup of tea. Is that what happened?
No, that's not correct. He didn't offer me a cup of tea. Nobody gets anything free from the Holy Arms. I was in for a meal with a drink of lemonade, and I was very, very hungry. I'm diabetic, so very hungry. So that's.
And did you talk to him?
He interrupted the conversation. There was another barman there, and he said, "Oh, you're Scottish," and basically commandeered the conversation. I was talking to somebody. It's pretty rude to interrupt. So he seemed to be obsessed with me from that moment.
Bro.
Moment onwards.
I mean, just speaking to you, I never met you before, but you do look and sound very similar to the actress in the drama.
I haven't seen the actress. We're both Scottish. We've both got dark hair. She's considerably younger than me. I think she's about 18 years younger than me.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 58. I'm a year younger than you. And I think Martha, Jessica, the actress, is about 40, 38, 40.
Okay.
It says in the...
I feel like that was a little bit weird that she said that. Like, I'm 58, a year younger than you. And then, like, at the start of the show, she was like, since you've been into some sort of trouble like this before. It's like
she's Googling. She's looking into everything.
Oh my God.
Like, she full on, like, looked into everybody involved in this.
Piers better watch out. Piers better watch out. Oh my God.
show that you proceeded to return to the same pub time and again, but you never paid for a drink.
I don't drink alcohol. And
did you pay for anything that you had?
Lemonade or soft drinks.
Would he give you free drinks? Or?
No, absolutely not. This is sort of a depiction of me as a pauper who wouldn't stand around or stand a drink. It's nonsense.
It says that you told Richard Gadd he looked like a baby reindeer toy you once had as a child, hence the name of the show.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I appear to have written most of the show in my sleep. I dressed
Did you have a baby reindeer?
I had a toy reindeer.
So that's true.
And he shaved his head. That bit is true. And there were reindeers in the shops. It was Christmas time or something. It was a joke. So I have inadvertently penned the name of the show.
Right, but that is true.
That's true. That's a true fact.
Whilst bantering with you, Richard Gadd told you he'd like to hang your curtains. Is that true?
This, I think, was a Holy Arms joke about curtains and a lot of sexual innuendo.
He did say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it true that you caught Richard Gadd...
In the show, he makes a joke to her, being like, I'll hang your curtains. And that, like, totally is the wrong move, because that, like sets her off. Because now she's like, oh, he wants to fuck.
Yeah.
And now it becomes even more aggressive after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elaine in the chat said this bitch watched that film 41,000 times.
Well, no doubt. Her saying that she hasn't watched it is just completely insane itself. Like, of course she's watched it. Like, she's bringing up stuff like left, right, and center from the actual show. How would you know all this stuff happened if you didn't watch it?
Right.
Yeah, she don't want to seem obsessed.
Bunny, she crazy. Bunny, she's crazy. You can't. No, we can't. No.
I can't bring her home.
No, you cannot bring her home.
Looking through your window after he followed you home one day.
False.
You never saw him at your house?
I didn't see him at my house. I think it would be impossible to look through a window.
Did anyone else ever see him there?
No.
So as far as you were concerned, he never turned up at your place?
Correct.
But the Netflix show has him doing that?
Yes, I believe so. I've been told that.
But that categorically didn't happen?
That categorically didn't happen.
In the course of your relationship with Richard Gadd, you sent him 41,000 emails, 350 voice messages, 744 tweets, 48 Facebook messages, and 106 letters.
That's simply not true. If somebody was sending somebody 41,000 emails or something, they'd be doing how many a day? Lots.
Well, they'd be obsessively
Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What did you send him?
None of that's true. I don't think I sent him anything.
You never sent him anything?
No. I think there may have been a couple of emails exchanging, but that was it.
But isn't that how they found her?
Yeah. I didn't send him anything, and then a couple emails exchanged. So the story is changing right here, right now.
Yeah.
I don't think I sent him anything.
You never sent him anything?
No. I think there may have been a couple of emails exchanging, but that was it. Just jokey banter emails.
Netflix have said that these details are the real ones. That this is exactly
completely incorrect.
So you're denying sending anything to him?
There may have been a couple of emails.
Text
but
messages?
Nope.
Facebook messages?
Nope.
What?
Do you think maybe she like disassociates when she's doing this and she truly doesn't remember?
The show kind of digs into that, because at one point she started following him to his house, and she would sit across the street at a bus stop and would just completely disassociate to the point where he walked up to her and she didn't even see him there. So the show definitely revolves around her disassociating.
Yeah.
So it's I mean, it might be possible that she's so mentally ill that she doesn't even remember doing it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like maybe that is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But I know she kind of conceded to the fact that she did, and then it wasn't that many, you know. So
yeah.
Oh,
but
God.
what Bunny's trying to imply is that like
yeah.
maybe in her head it wasn't that much.
Yeah,
but it was
she just
like,
she's just remembering a few, but maybe she
it's
was
like
just
a
zoning out and
selective
sending one
memory
after
type
the
of
other.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
Kind of feel bad for her.
Oh my God, Bunny! Bunny, stop it! Stop it!
I'm sorry.
I may have done years and years ago.
You actually tweeted him numerous times.
No, it wasn't numerous. It was about 18 tweets there or 14.
It's quite a lot to someone who's not that well known.
But we were all friends. You know, it was banter.
Right, but it establishes you were contacted. That's in public.
Yes, I mean this.
Did you write him letters?
Public, no. I think when I saw the rape interview, that's actually incorrect. What I said there when I saw that in the Guardian, I said, "What a shame! It's not your fault." Something
You
like
did
that.
write to him.
One later.
Yeah,
So
now it's one letter.
You would say
So it went from 0 to some, 0 to 1. Come on now.
you only sent him a handful of emails. You never texted him.
No.
You tweeted him 18 times, you think. You never sent a Facebook message.
That's
And you
right.
wrote him one letter.
Yeah.
So why have they got all these details here which are supported?
Who is they? Netflix.
Who has
Which
sent
is
all
not
these things?
correct. So I'm sorry.
Who has sent all this stuff to him?
I've no idea. I think he's probably made it up himself.
I mean, you could prove, I guess, quite easily it wasn't you.
Correct.
Because it'd all be on your computer.
Yeah,
in the post.
correct. That's right.
Would you be happy for someone to look at that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
What do you have? What technology do you use?
Right, what technology do I use? A very, very old smartphone just now because the other one packed up a week before moving. That's it.
Because they're all sent from an iPhone.
Yeah, so...
They believe it wasn't actually an iPhone ever being used.
Meaning what
Meaning
kind
that
of
someone
phone?
was hiding the fact that they were actually not using... They were pretending it was from an iPhone.
I don't really understand that.
Well, people can mask where they're sending stuff from.
Okay, right, I'm not Technology Whiz Kid of the Year. I wasn't doing that either.
I mean, obviously, when you make such an emphatic denial of the central point of the story, you're basically accusing both him but also Netflix of lying about it.
I am.
And that's pretty defamatory.
It's not defamatory if it's true.
No, it's defamatory that they've been to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I misunderstood there. Yes, exactly. I don't see how anyone could do 41,000 emails and all this kind of stuff, you know.
I don't know how much you know about technology, but are you aware that if it was you sending those emails, it would be very easy for the police, for example, to work out exactly where they come from? That the IP address would reveal
yes,
that.
I understand that, and it stays on forever. But the point is, this was years and years ago. We were congratulating him.
But it would all still be there.
Yes.
Wait a minute, but you have to understand this was years and years ago. What?
Yeah. And also, I've got to point out the fact that she was like, at the start of this, was like, oh, I hardly know him. I met him like 2 or 3 times. And then it goes on to saying, oh, but we were friends. You know, we were congratulating him on stuff. And, you know, it was just banter. And, I don't know. It goes from 0 to 100 pretty quickly.
She is a nutter.
Yes, I understand that. Yeah.
And if you sent 41,000 emails,
This is just a lot of rubbish. Yeah, so that should be stored there.
well, they'd all be there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got them.
He's not got 41,000 emails. That's over a year.
Well, according to you,
How
there's
long
only-
would
there's
that
only a
take?
handful.
Yeah. I mean, how long would that take someone to type up?
How many do you
41?
think you sent him?
A handful?
Like,
that.
what does that mean? How many?
Less than 10.
10 emails.
Not 41,000.
Right, there's a massive disparity between the two.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, if it's not you that sent all this, then clearly Martha cannot be you.
Yes, Martha cannot be me because there are a number of allegations that have been put to me by journalists that are simply not true. There's a whole play. It's not just the emails. There's a sexual assault in the canal. There's...
But if the police looked at this, and if you sue, for example, then this will go to a court of law, and then on discovery, people will look into all this. The phone company will be asked about evidence of all the text messages. The internet providers will provide all the backup for the emails. Facebook will be asked about the Facebook messages, and so on. So all of this would come out in a court case.
In disclosure, yes.
And you're prepared to do that?
Yes. Because I didn't write him the emails.
Who do you think did?
I have no idea. I think he probably made them up himself. I've no idea. 41,000 emails.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
would you accept that someone who did that would be very obsessive about someone?
Yes.
Bunny, how many emails have you gotten from Echo? Do we have to worry?
Oh, maybe a little bit.
Oh, dear God.
It's the videos that y'all should really worry about.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Stop. No.
I mean, that's a lot of emails. And why now? Why didn't you go to the police at the time? Or this sort of doesn't make sense.
I mean, the fact that Netflix have said this is based on reality, this is a true story, that Martha did, the real life Martha, the person they based this on, who Richard Gadd has written about, is the person that sent these. And he has the evidence to prove it. What you're saying is that proves you cannot be Martha.
Yes, and I would like to see Netflix's evidence for that, which would come out in disclosure as well.
And you're 100% sure it's not you?
Yeah, absolutely.
He goes on to say that you heckled Richard Gadd when he was appearing in his stand-up shows. Did you ever do that?
No.
Never?
No, it's not.
Did you ever attend his stand-up?
I think I went to one. It was a long, long time
And you
ago.
never shouted out or anything?
Why would I do that? No,
I don't know.
no. I mean,
Do
why would
you
anybody
ever
do
shout
that?
out at comedy shows? I don't know. People do.
No, I don't generally go to comedy shows.
So
but
you
no.
never heckled him?
No.
Did you ever attack Richard Gadd's girlfriend because you were jealous?
No, I don't think he had a girlfriend. I think he's homosexual. But no, I have never been to his house or...
I don't think he has a girlfriend. I think
Well, there
he's
you go.
homosexual. Bunny.
See, and that's a running thing in this show as well. It's like there was a point where she says something like, "If you see me, and you don't want to go out with me, you're either blind or gay."
Oh my
And
God.
This is like kind of backing up some of the things that they're saying in the show about how her
She
personality
knows
is.
she's an adorable little dumpling, and
in the
Can't tell her
show, the woman she attacked is a trans woman.
Yes.
So yeah.
Oh my God, she's crazy. Maybe. Now, what if he's crazy and he made all that up? Is that possible?
see, that's what I keep thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I think if this continues, we will find out the truth, and all it takes is one. I mean, I'm sure he still has the evidence because apparently he has all the voice notes and all that. Because that's how he
That's
wrote.
He
true.
seems
the
confident to me.
Yeah.
Like most crazy
She's
people.
like, search my stuff.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Can't get a girlfriend or anything like that.
There are lots of scenes where Martha is sitting outside his house all day for
Right.
many days, sitting in a bus stop, sitting out there, walking around, and would occasionally shout at him. Did you ever do that?
No, I haven't seen the show, but I'm getting.
I have, so I'm
got
telling you.
yes, I got all the court allegations, the trial allegations.
I'm going to come to that, but on that
yeah.
point, did you ever turn up at his house?
No, I don't know. I don't know where he lived. No, absolutely not.
So whoever's doing all this is somebody completely different.
This is a fictional character, hyperbole, exaggeration. This is a fiction
Well, it's based on-
of his imagination.
They say it's based on a real person.
Who's they? Netflix.
Well, Netflix
Or
and Richard Gadd.
Netflix are about as mad as Richard Gadd. If they're saying that, it's absolutely not correct.
Did you ever contact Richard Gadd's parents and threaten them?
No, that allegation was put to me by journalists. No,
Never happened.
no.
There's one key point in the drama that it has Martha's character pleading guilty to intimidating Richard Gadd in court and sentenced to 9 months prison time.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Let's watch.
You're charged with
Oh, well, that's gonna get us claimed. Hold on. Let's skip that.
Now, again, there is obviously a resemblance between...
Do you think so? That's hardly flattering.
Well, I don't mean to flatter you or not flatter you. I just think there is a resemblance, having met you, and you both speak Scottish people. But the fundamental point of this is, did you take part in that? So did you go to jail? Did you have
No,
a
of
trial?
course not. Of course not.
Have you ever been to prison?
No.
Have you ever been charged with a
Nowhere
criminal
near it.
offence?
No.
Never?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
So that scene is completely
That's
invented.
completely false, and I don't think the actress sounds like me. I mean, people compare me to Lorraine Kelly, but I look nothing like Lorraine Kelly. We all happen to have dark hair, and we're Scottish. I think the actress is from Glasgow, I think, but I'm not sure.
But
I'm not from Glasgow.
And which part of Scotland are you from?
I'm from the Central Belt.
So it's a slightly different accent.
It's slightly different.
A Scot would know the difference.
A Scot would know the difference. A Glasgow accent's very
But
different.
that's a fundamental point here, because if they basically have a key point in their drama, which they say is a true story, which involves you admitting to intimidating Richard Gadd and getting a 9-month prison sentence, and that is completely untrue.
That's completely untrue. Very, very defamatory to me. Very career damaging. I wanted to rebut that completely on this show. I'm not.
Look, Midna made a good point. LOL, she knows her age and where she lives. talking about the actress that played her.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she's looked into her. She's looked into everybody. Like I can't put
She
it
wants
past
to be
her.
prepared.
Right.
Not a stalker. I've not been to jail. I've not got injunctions, interdicts. This is just complete nonsense. But it's, I mean, you'll know yourself, if you're charged with a criminal offence, it will go fine, bigger fine, whatever. Very few people go to jail.
Well, you'd have a police record.
Nowadays.
Yeah. Have you ever changed your name?
My surname was double-barreled.
What was it?
Muir Harvey. So Muir Harvey.
M-U-I-R.
Yes.
Harvey.
When the parents got divorced, I changed it to Harvey. I just dropped.
So your maiden name when you were born was?
Yeah, that's right.
Was
Muir. Yes.
Muir Harvey.
Yeah.
So that's quite an unusual name.
Yeah.
So if you'd ever received a criminal conviction for anything, it would be on police files.
Yes.
And what you're saying is you've never been even charged with an offence.
No.
Let alone the one that they.
Yes, I mean this is 9.5 months in jail. Is pretty serious.
Did Netflix ever contact you?
No, no one's contacted me.
Never.
Never.
Did Richard Gadd tell you what he was doing?
No, I had worked it out when I saw the festival Baby Reindeer advert on BBC.
The Edinburgh Festival,
News,
which is the show he did.
I just happened to see that. I was looking up the news for something else.
Because that's where he.
I just happened to see that.
Well, that's where he started telling the story, and that got picked up.
I'm shocked. And I think Martha then was a bar stool. I seem to recall reading that.
I just find it funny that now she wants to sue, but she didn't want to sue when he had the play.
Right, yeah.
That's
true, yeah.
It wasn't an actress or a person, it was a bar stool.
Let me just show a little clip. This is from Lorraine, actually, who you just compared yourself
Oh, okay.
to. But let's take a look at this.
What other people do.
This is Richard Gadd on Lorraine.
I just thought it was the right time to sort of try and bring a nuanced conversation to something. I think the human condition is extremely complicated, and I felt like a lot of art and TV in this day and age had maybe simplified it too much.
It's not a villain and victim storyline. I think you're left with a lot more than that. It's kind of two lost people.
What's your response to that?
I think they're milking it for all it's worth for the money. She doesn't even sound Scottish in that interview. Her accent seems to be varying.
Well, she's not. She's English. She's an actress.
I was going to say, it sounds more Lancashire to me. Yeah.
No, she's English.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's like, okay, buddy. Like, she's an actress. Like,
she's like, they didn't do me justice, and I'm mad.
No, honestly, yeah. And the fact is that she's saying, like, you know, this person is not me, and then she flips on that and says, oh, they're trying to be me, but they're not, like, being me to the T. Like, oh, she's Scottish, but she's not my type of Scottish, you know?
Right.
And it's just, oh, it's so convoluted.
She's an actress. She's putting on the voice for you.
They're milking it for all they're worth. It was the right time to abuse someone all over social media and all over, you know, basically somebody who's not from Loveyland, not from Theatreland, just abused me all over the newspaper.
You know, I agree with Minda. I think she's mad at the actual actress that portrayed her. I think
I could see that.
I think Minda has it that, wait a minute, that's not me because she's not doing me right.
Yeah.
Ah.
They're happy with themselves.
What do you feel about Richard Gadd?
I think he's psychotic, and I think that anyone going along, being in that play and doing this to somebody, I find the behaviour outrageous.
He says the whole thing started because he felt sorry for you, and that's why he befriended you.
Your staff said that to me in the waiting room. This is a lot of nonsense. I've got lots of friends.
What did you talk to him about?
It was just a holy arms banter. It was
like what? What kind of?
What are you going to do with your life, or career stuff? Sort of. And I thought he was a stand-up show.
But is it possible he was under the impression that he felt sorry for you?
No, I never got that impression at all. I got the impression that he was all out for himself, wanted to sort of control that bar, very, very inarticulate, very full of himself. I should never have gone in that bar.
Do you wish you never had?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
How long did you know him for, Richard Gadd?
2 or 3 months. 2 or 3 months at maximum. He only worked there on certain days.
And did you always go on the days he worked there?
No, I've been in there on different days having food.
Okay, yeah. She hardly knows him, but she knows his schedule at work. Like, he's only there certain days, so she knows when he works. Like, it's just,
yeah.
Everything she says is so backwards.
She contradicts herself constantly.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, she's constantly contradicting herself.
Have other people from the pub contacted you?
Nobody's contacted me.
No one at all?
About this at all, apart from the media. The mainstream media and stalkers on social media.
He says, Richard Gadd, he didn't see you as a villain, but as somebody who is unwell and needs help.
Yeah, well, maybe he should look a bit closer to home to himself as someone who needs help.
I know that's
What,
right.
you think he's mentally unwell?
Yes, I think he always was. Whether there was an alleged rape or whether that rape was real or conceived in his mind, I think that would make him more
I mean, that's a rape that he
unwell.
says happened. It was a television person. We don't know who it was. Somebody was falsely linked with it who turns out to have nothing to do with it. But it's a very graphic scene in the drama where
I
he's
heard that.
brutally raped after a lot of drugs are taken. And he's kind of very...
That's horrible.
Yeah.
And he
it
played
really
himself.
is.
And he played
He
himself.
played himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
He appears to be, in the drama, very self-reflective about himself. That he's no angel, he's not perfect, he's made lots of mistakes, and he didn't treat you, in his eyes, as a villain, like he says. As somebody he felt that you were both slightly lost souls.
I didn't know the rape scene was in the play until this morning. Somebody's daughter had watched it and told me about it. So I was surprised once again. Well, not surprised, actually. I'm really surprised by anything he does nowadays. He seems to have written a couple of other shows about this alleged rape, then this one. And we've had no apologies from Netflix or him or nothing. I mean, for someone who says he feels sorry for me, I've had no apology, and I have this Martha character seems to have smashed up a bar.
Apology for what? If you are the stalker, why would he apologize to you? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Sexually assaulted him in a canal, been to prison.
Yeah, that was a scene.
That was
yeah.
a massive scene. Yeah.
And in the show, she like grabs his dick, and it's really weird.
Oh God.
Yeah, he like freezes up, and yeah, it's kind of. Then she goes on about it in emails and stuff. Spoilers, but you know.
There are a number of other allegations.
And none
there.
of that is true.
That's not true.
He says that people shouldn't try to find out the identity of the real people in the drama. Do you give...
Hi everyone, people I love, have worked with, and admire, including Sean Foley, are unfairly getting caught up in speculations. Please don't speculate on who any of the real life people could be. That's not the point of our show. Lots of love. Okay.
Give him credit for that?
No,
He actually tweeted this. People I love, have worked with and admire, including Sean Foley, who was the man wrongly accused of being the rapist, are unfairly getting caught up in speculation. Please don't speculate on who any of the real life people could be. That's not the point of our show. Lots of love, Richard.
Piers, I'm sorry, I can't see that. The date of that tweet, I can't actually see any of it.
That was literally like a few days after it was released.
Right, I saw the headline. It was all over BBC Breaking News 2 weekends ago for 4 days. With Martha promoting herself, the character Martha, Jessica, promoting herself, and him saying, don't speculate. Wow, that's a bit rich now, isn't it? The fans do speculate.
Well, it was almost instantaneous. You were tracked down incredibly quickly.
The Wednesday, the Daily Mail got in touch with me, so that was all over BBC Breaking News Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday.
I mean, the reason that internet sleuths were able to find out it was you was they found the tweets that you sent him throughout 2004.
Yep.
To find out it was you was they found the tweets that you sent him throughout 2014. 10th of May, for example, 2014. Richard Gadd, did you get my recorded delivery letter sent to the theatre, sent to arrive bank holiday Monday? So you sent him a letter then?
That was that. Sorry, you were raped, something like that.
12th of June, same year, your tweets cheer me up, your timeline is good. 23rd of September, my curtains need hung badly.
We were trying to...
Ma'am! Ma'am!
Encourage him because with this first show or something like that.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
Yes, on the 18th of December, please go and see Richard Gadd's show. It's well written and neurotic. The filmed bum shots are the best. Fantastic ass.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
But
we were trying to encourage him.
Nothing negative, though, about it there.
No, because I didn't think he was a complete psychopath who was going to attack me in this way.
But the show did involve you.
This show here, not that show there.
It made no reference to you.
This was a previous show.
It made no reference to you, that show.
Which show?
The one you're talking about.
Yes. So, it's funny this is coming up now. My view is it's all about the money. The Martha Barstow Edinburgh Festival thing wasn't making any money. He'd failed as a comedian, he'd failed as an actor, and therefore, let's make some money, sell this to Netflix. I think anyone in their right mind, you had a group of guys on there in their 20s, they don't believe it.
Can I ask you, what was your upbringing like?
We can skip her personal life. Jaden's got like a really good point there. May to December is more than 2 or 3 months, as she claims.
Yes, true. Very true. All right, so this one is the case against Netflix.
I don't know the truth. You do. And you've been emphatic in the number of denials you're making here.
That's right.
But many of those things that I've put to you can be proven.
You're talking about emails and an email trail thing.
All that.
You know, all of that. You're obsessed with... sorry, I don't mean to be horrible.
I'm not obsessed with anything.
You've gone on at length for a good 10 minutes about emails.
Well, only because emails...
Because of a fast number.
Well,
one thing about Piers will fight back, and he does not care who you are.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like this version of him as well. I'm with Matt on this.
Huge number and voice messages. The voice messages he's kept apparently, and there
He's
is
maybe taping me in the holy arms. I don't know if he's got any voicemail.
But if he has 350 voice messages and it's you,
it doesn't mean the drama is true.
But is it possible he's got 350 voice messages?
I doubt that very much. I just don't think so.
You doubt it?
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, unless
Wouldn't
he's
you be
taping me.
I mean, if you've never really contacted.
Wait a minute. If you never sent them, then he wouldn't have them.
That's right. Yeah. Now she's saying, "Oh, I doubt it," unless he's taping me.
Girl.
It's like, well, voicemails aren't tapings; they're literal voicemails. You called his phone and left a message.
Exactly.
Like, yeah. The holy arms is where. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say the Chenny asked, "What is the holy arms?" The holy arms is where Richard Gadd worked and where she first met him.
Did him. If he's
He
got
could have been taping me in the holy arms, though.
But if he's got 350
I've not contacted
but if these
him.
are on his phone.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether they're on a phone, tablet, whatever they're on. I've not contacted
But I'm curious,
him.
why would there even be a possibility of him having that number of voice messages from you?
Because he's crazy. He wants to make this up. I mean, I've not phoned the guy. I don't have his number.
Yeah, but you're not sure that he hasn't got those?
I think the only explanation for having a voicemail from me would be taping me in the holy arms. That's the only place we've
Or that
ever
you've
met.
left messages on his phone?
That's the other explanation.
That's not a voicemail, though. That's taping you. There's a difference between recording somebody and leaving a voicemail. Voicemail is you purposely went to call that person and you left a voicemail.
Yeah,
I think she thinks she's gonna get away with dropping the theory of, well, if he does have something, then he must have recorded me in the bar. Because that's the only way he would have. Yeah, she's trying to slide that in there.
Explanation which just didn't happen.
You can't be sure.
I can't be sure because I didn't have his number.
Right, but you just said you weren't sure if these were your voice messages.
Yeah, what I mean is somebody could be taping me. You know, somebody could have taped me in the holy arms.
Right, but-
on a dictaphone or
But
something
if he,
like that.
here's my point to you, is
Yeah.
that these are easily provable things.
Yeah.
He's either got them or he hasn't.
Yeah. I mean, we'll
And the
be
emails-
asking for disclosure of that. But
And the emails, obviously, there'll be an IP address, and that if
Yeah,
that,
I mean-
leads to you.
Yeah. I mean, my point is, though, even if that were true, I didn't lunge at him across the bar. I didn't sexually assault him in a canal. I didn't go to jail.
I understand.
So,
but here's my point to you.
Yeah.
Here's my point to you, Fiona. And I'm not trying to catch you out. I'm not trying to trap you. I'm genuinely fascinated by this story. I watched the drama. I saw them declare it at the start as a true story. And I've seen the interviews since with all various people. And it's clearly a very complex situation, this. But unless I'm mishearing you, I think what you're saying is that there is a possibility that you send a lot of emails.
No,
and a lot of
no,
voice
I
messages,
didn't say
But then
that.
it doesn't mean that you did the more serious things.
Yeah, I am not saying at all that I sent loads of emails. You maybe misheard, play back the interview. What I'm saying is a handful at most.
Oh my
if I
God.
did. Congratulations about this.
She drives me insane, bro.
Yeah, her lawyer brain's kicking in, going, well, if you do this and do that, like, I didn't see the date of this, like, I don't. it's really just shocking to see her in action. To be honest,
God.
So,
But if he does have 350 voice messages,
I know that he doesn't.
and it's your voice,
He doesn't.
and everyone can now hear your voice,
Unless he was taping me in the holy arms.
or he just kept them on his phone.
I didn't phone him. You sound unconvinced, but
No,
I
I'm
didn't
not.
phone him.
I'm
Yeah,
honestly,
I mean, what?
no. So is your point that are you challenging him to reveal this evidence?
No, I would challenge him to leave me.
Oh, no. If you
She
never
was real
did
quick
it,
to say no.
if you didn't do it, then yes, challenge him. Come on now.
Hello.
Because you're calling him a liar, and you're calling Netflix accomplice.
I
to
didn't
be
use
liars.
those words. I said the story, the play, the Netflix show is not true.
No, but if they say that you sent 41,000 emails,
Well, they
350
are
voice
completely
messages,
wrong.
or 744
They're
tweets,
completely wrong.
so they are lying.
They are lying. Yes, okay, yeah, in effect, he is lying and they are lying. And in order for a dramatization to be true, it's got to be, the only defences are veritas, I'm telling the truth, or the whole drama needs to be true. They have billed it as a true story, so has he, and it's not. It's blatantly not. Even if the email thing was true, the rest is...
Did they say it was based on a true story or everything was completely true?
It's a true
Based on-
story, but it's dramatized.
So it's
Yeah,
based
based
on
on
a
a
true.
true
Yeah, so it's based on
Yeah.
a true story. Okay.
No. So
why would you qualify?
Because there is a difference with that.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
That? Fiona?
Sorry, why would I what?
Why would you suddenly qualify even if it's true about the emails?
I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Right, but when you say even if the emails were true,
I didn't send him 41,000
it doesn't mean the
emails.
more serious stuff is.
Let me rephrase that.
That's really what you're saying, right? I mean, I don't want to force you into saying anything that's not actually true, but it seems to me that it may be possible that you have communicated.
Jaden, you are so... Jaden?
Stop.
I see you, Jaden.
All this stuff with him, but that doesn't mean you did the more serious things.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't mean you attacked his girlfriend. It doesn't mean you smashed up a bar. Yeah. It doesn't mean you did any of those things or threatened anybody else. It just, yes, you had a relationship with this guy, and you did contact him a lot.
I knew this guy. I didn't contact him a lot. I've never said that in this interview at all.
No. But, but interestingly, for me, as an interviewer, and I'm just trying to get to the truth. You understand?
No,
I honestly not trying to
see that. It's your show.
I'm not trying to trip you up. I'm just trying to get to the truth.
I see that.
He has put his version out there, and the world is what.
She's getting mad. She's getting mad. She's getting angry. Oh,
because she's getting caught and up in her words. Like it's there you go. Keep
Absolutely.
Going, keep going.
Millions and millions of people around the world have had Richard Gadd's version.
I know.
And I'm simply saying to you that you have a chance here, Fiona, I think, and take this any way you want, but you have a chance here to concede that some of these things might be possible, but that doesn't mean the more serious things.
I mean, what I'm saying is
because the more serious stuff we know is serious, right? If you were
in the jail or something,
if you were a violent stalker, or if you'd had a previous situation where you got this interim incident, which we know was served on you.
No, it was not. Sorry to interrupt there. No, she has repeatedly maintained this over 25 years. I checked with the Sheriff Clark. Another lawyer checked with the Sheriff Clark. We think that the previous scenario happened. She does not have an interim interdict. I think she's quite wrong.
Okay.
If the Sheriff Clark can produce that and say she didn't muck up and minuted for decree, why was I not served an interim injunction?
If Richard Gadd is watching this, what's your message to him?
Leave me alone, please. Get a life, get a proper job. I am horrified at what you've done.
My God, they say the same shit to YouTubers. Get a job. Get a real job.
Get a real job, yeah.
Get a real job, damn it. Midna says test her typing abilities. I know that's right.
True.
And you will categorically be taking legal action?
Absolutely, against both him and Netflix.
You said your boyfriend's a lawyer, so this can be done.
He's not doing it, no. I'm not doing it. Somebody else is doing it.
Have you instructed lawyers?
We've instructed them in part, but we want to explore all the options out there. There are a number of people to sue. We can't all be entangled all at once. So.
Who else are you planning to sue?
Daily Mail. Anyone that's saying this is true and harassing me and that kind of thing. We have not had time to do everything.
If the investigation, if you sue and there's discovery, and it turns out that 41,000 emails did come from a device belonging to you, how would you feel about that?
I wouldn't be suing if I thought there were 41,000 emails out there.
Okay, so it's confident. So it's 40,998 emails, not 41,000.
Right. Some of them are left in draft. That's right, Andrew.
Oh my God.
You understand how easy it is to find them?
I understand completely.
And that if they did exist, and you're categoric that they didn't, it would obviously.
It wouldn't blow the whole case. It wouldn't blow the case against Netflix and it wouldn't blow the case against him.
No, you might well have
making out it's a true story.
No.
If you see what I mean? I'm back to my original position.
I understand, and I understand that it's obviously put your life into a very difficult position.
It's very.
And their central claim that they made all this effort not to lead to you being identified, I don't think stands water.
I don't think it stands water.
To me, it's pretty. I could have listened. I've been a journalist 40 years. I could have discovered it was you in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Once I'd watched.
Yes, I agree. I discovered it was me when I saw the BBC breaking news Baby Reindeer show at the Edinburgh Festival when I was Googling up just the news that day or the weather or something. And this came up and he was holding up a placard or a newspaper article, MP's wife stalker. All you need to do is Google that. Then I saw the name of the show and I thought, bloody hell, what's he up to? And I tried to get a friend to go see the show because she was based in Edinburgh, but she was on holiday. Nobody I know had seen that show either.
So she knew it was her without seeing the show?
Or the title of the show kind of.
Wow.
Might have given it away, yeah.
Really shocked. I was very upset for 2-3 days. And then the general plan of action among my close friends was, look, just, let him get on with things. He's not going to be that damaging. You don't really know him. This will go away.
When did you last have any contact with him?
Famous last words. Years ago.
Do you remember when?
Years ago, no. I left the Holy Arms, didn't go back, and he was calling me a stalker and things, and there were various things happening in the Holy Arms. You know, other women were warning me about them and everything. Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy because the character in the show kind of has that similarity, because the character would try to like twist the narrative and make it so that he was the weirdo or the pervert or the stalker.
Right.
So it's kind of you're watching her do it in real time, and that's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
About him.
About him and others with bad conduct.
In relation to the 106.
I can tell you now, Piers don't believe her. He don't believe her.
No, you can see it. You go, yeah, all right. She's just talking in circles. And
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
And others with bad conduct.
In relation to the 106 letters that he and Netflix say you sent, well, here's my point. You've admitted sending him one, and that presumably was a handwritten letter.
Could it be, are you thinking I was maybe mistaken, that I maybe did?
No. I'm just saying, if we accept that the one that you admit to sending is in your own handwriting, he has another 105 letters in your handwriting.
Nonsense. It's nonsense.
Are you prepared for him to show that one?
He's maybe forged things. I mean, people forge a lot of things.
You think he could successfully write 105 letters to himself?
Well, I certainly didn't.
No, but you admit to sending one. My point is, if it turns out the other 105 are exactly the same handwriting, wouldn't that point to
we would obviously bring in handwriting experts. I didn't do it. No,
you only sent one letter.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I haven't sent that guy 100.
Okay, I need this to go to court. I need this to go to court.
Yeah.
I need to see all the letters, all the emails. Because here's the thing. What if she didn't send that many? And he's blowing everything out of proportion.
Well, that's true. Yeah. But the thing is, she says she sent one, right? And previously inside this interview, she said, I don't even have his address. So how can I send him a letter?
Right. No, she is contradicting herself all over the place. But I mean, like, what if she sent him, I don't know, like, 40 emails instead of 40,000?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what if, like, he's taken a little bit of what she's done and then blown it out of proportion?
Well, yeah, that'll be interesting to see for sure. And, you know, and as Piers Morgan was saying, like, there is the fact that there is a trail for all of this. Like, you're going to have IP addresses. You're going to have, like, where things come from. And, like, it's going to be pretty hard to disprove at that point when they come out in discovery. So
I don't know how much of a case she'll actually have. Well, this is England, so I don't know about. But in America, there was a lawsuit against Richard Linklater, the director of Dazed and Confused, because a couple of the characters that it was based on from his high school days, they came out of the woodworks to sue Richard, saying they received mental distress being based on the characters.
Really?
And that lawsuit got thrown out within days. Like Richard did a deposition, the judge took a look at it, done, gone, out of there. So. You know, I don't know how much it'll stick. Now, this is a different case. Now, what you're saying is true, Xylie, that there's been misrepresentation of how much she was actually stalking, then maybe she might have a bit of a case. But if it turns out that she sent those 40,000 messages and all these things,
cooked.
and
she's cooked.
Yeah,
she's cooked.
She seems very confident to me. I don't know.
Maybe
she's crazy. Maybe I'm crazy.
Bunny, I think you're crazy because I'm going to be honest. Now, do I think she's confident? No. And the reason why I say she's not confident because she keeps switching up her story. Like with, sometimes within within the same sentence, in the same exact sentence, she switches up the story. She's not confident at all. I feel like
maybe she just truly doesn't understand technology, and she just really thinks she's good. She's in the clear because she don't really understand how easy it is to track this stuff.
I feel like Piers is making her realize, oh shit, what if he does have it all? And what if Facebook can show all the messages? And what if the emails can be tracked back? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like you could see it in real time. She's thinking, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's one of those things. It's going to have to go to court either way. Sounds like it.
Yeah.
6 letters.
Do you still email people?
What do you mean?
Do you send emails?
Yeah.
Do you have the same email address you've always had?
I had 6 at one point.
Why?
Because I like to keep people.
I have 12.
Yeah, I've got a lot of emails.
Yeah, I got a lot of emails.
Yeah, I think this is the only point that she gets Pierce on. Listen to this.
All right.
On different phones and different emails.
Six
It's
different email
easier.
accounts?
Maybe 4. I think it's 4 to 6. Yeah, it's
Was it four-
easier.
4 or
It's
6?
easier. So you have some for your utilities, some for close friends, whatever. Yeah.
The 6 is a lot.
Is it?
I don't know anybody with 6 email addresses.
I got
I don't know
a
many people
dozen.
then. I know
bullshit.
people with 4 or 6.
That is bullshit.
There's no way Piers Morgan has less than 6 emails. That dude's gotta have a bunch. If not, he just like self-reported and he's fucked.
Yep.
If he only has 1 email, he's so fucked.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, because I have a dozen. Every time I join a forum or whatever, I make a new email for that forum. Because the way I look at it, if it gets hacked, you're only getting one of my shits. You're not getting all of them, you know?
Yeah.
Emails address.
Or was it 4 or 6?
I can't remember. Probably 6.
How
Probably 6.
many do you use today?
I had 4 phones. I've got 1 today, but I only email select friends.
And you have 4 phones?
Yeah, 2 broke. They were very, very old. 1 was brand new and broke, and it's still to be returned to the shop. I like keeping people.
Wait, the question should be, how many phone numbers have you had?
Yeah,
that should be the question. How many? Not how many phones, because you can get cheap phones like I get, and you get them replaced every year or 2. Okay,
right?
No big deal.
Yeah.
I have 3, anywhere between 3 and 5 laying around the house now. But he should ask is how many phone numbers you have.
Right.
They were very, very old. 1 was brand new and broke, and it's still to be returned to the shop. I like keeping people on separate phones as well. And maybe that makes me a maniac or a stalker or something, but if you've got...
Oh, she kind of... wait a minute. Wait a
Do
minute.
that again. Yeah.
Nuke was like, let her cook. We gotta let her cook.
I like keeping people on separate phones as well. And maybe that makes me a maniac or a stalker or something, but if you've got somebody on about your electricity bill or somebody on about some work or something, it's nice to keep it separate, you know. So I didn't do that in Scotland, you didn't have to, but the volume of calls
Do you think...
here is...
Why you gotta have? I mean, okay, I can understand having 2 phones, 1 for your job, you know, 1 job related, and then 1 your personal, like friends, family, and calling the utilities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Girl, how many?
She's treating it like her emails. Like she's got like 1 for utilities, 1 for friends, 1 for her family, 1 for like it's just like Jesus.
True.
Fiona, do you think if somebody did send someone 41,000 emails, 350
I think that's
voice messages,
excessive, obviously, yeah.
would that mean someone's stalking someone?
Well, yes and no. I mean, it could be, you know, it could be your wife. It could be, you know, you're maybe sending emails every day about the kids or something like that. I don't know.
As a married woman, my husband better not send me 41,000 emails. I would be extremely angry at him.
I'd be blocking for sure.
Yes. What the hell?
41,000 is a lot. That's how many a day? My maths isn't working this time of night. But it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. And that doesn't necessarily mean they're stalking somebody. They could be great friends. You know, they could have been friends for 50 years or something.
Was he ever your friend, Richard Gay?
No. No. Staff asked me that as well. No, I don't think so.
You had a lot of banter with him.
Yeah, but banter's one thing. Scottish banter down here is quite kind of welcome. You know, it's not really fun city, is it? It's not jokey city.
Were you ever in love with him?
Yes. Is that a serious question?
Yeah.
No. No.
It's not a question of...
Wait, I thought she said yes to that at first. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, I know you didn't put this, but I'm gonna finish this one out. Okay, Eva?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
His own admission. He has said that he led you on at times, and he clearly
I gave him the brush off. He asked me to sleep with him with a big green spot in his face one day. I said, no, I'm sorry, I'm not interested.
He asked you to do what?
He asked me to sleep with him. He said, would I like my curtains fixed? And I laughed, and he said, that's a euphemism. Do you want me to come home with you? And I said, I've got a boyfriend. I gave him the brush off.
Of course you've got a boyfriend. Oh my gosh.
Well,
big time, I think. You know, subtly so, but the bottom line is, I think this is behind him. No, I don't fancy him. I don't fancy little boys without jobs. That sounds awful. That sounds really, really callous, but, you know.
People will watch this who've watched the Netflix series, and like me, they will be trying to work out where the truth lies. It seems to me that either you're innocent in the way that you've claimed to be, and you've been horribly defamed here. I think at the very least, the Netflix duty of care and Richard Gay's duty of care has been a spectacular failure.
I agree.
Right, regardless of anything else. Regardless.
Not if she was guilty of it. If she was guilty of it, that wasn't defamation because it's what she did. If she did those things, then that is not a defamation.
Of your culpability of anything, the duty of care has failed because people identified you incredibly quickly. So they've made this what they say is a true story, and everyone's worked out it's you, and the picture they paint is of a completely crazed stalker ruining a man's life.
Okay. So what do y'all think? Guilty?
Guilty.
Innocent?
I feel like
I'm on the
100% guilty. Like, there's no way around it. Like, the amount of contradictions she had throughout that whole interview.
She did do that a lot.
Yeah.
Insane. And, like, not only that, there has been, like, something like another allegation recently from a journalist at the Daily Mail. Like, it was on the 3rd of May, I think it was, where he said, like, the real life Martha from Baby Reindeer is now targeting me. I've had 4-day barrage of non-stop calls and terrifying messages, just like the one on Netflix show. And as I type, the phone is still ringing. So, like, there's this, like,
so that's why she's suing. That's why she's talking about suing the Daily Mail.
Exactly. Then. Yeah. Ooh. And, like, on one of her social media, she actually, like, quoted this and was like, I wouldn't have touched Shrek with a barrage pole. Don't flatter yourself. Did you write the article? Another lie. I wouldn't stalk you or harass you if you were the last rat on the planet. Go drink some more white wine, you stupid stories, you alcoholic liar. Like,
oh my God.
She writes exactly how she does in the show. And, like, that to me is just like a nail in the coffin. So.
Oh my God. What do you think, Matt?
I think she is. She's very close to what she was portrayed on the show.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, okay. Let me ask y'all this. How she was talking to Piers, is that close to how she was talking in the show? And not like, I understand the accent's a little different or whatever, but like the way they carried her in the show, was she carrying herself on this show the same way?
I feel like she was a little bit more defensive in this, obviously for those reasons.
Right.
Like her cadence and the way she spoke, yeah, definitely. And the way she carried herself, like it's for sure. You have a look at the Netflix portrayal of her, and you go, yeah, that's to a T. Like,
yeah.
But I feel like she was a little bit more argumentative in this and constantly interrupting, trying to get her point across. But
she did contradict herself a lot in this. A lot. Like, even within the same sentence, it's like, bro, what? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You went from, no, I didn't send him any emails to, I maybe sent one. Like, what?
A handful. What? Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Bro.
I don't know, dude. Like,
see, my only thing is, okay, say they take it to court, right? And what was it? Okay, how many tweets? 700 and, like, what, 44 or something like that?
Yep,
okay.
744.
What if it wasn't exactly 744? Does she went off the base where it was only 600? You know what I mean? Because those are very specific fucking numbers they gave.
Right, yeah. 350 hours worth of voicemails.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like, where is he keeping these voicemails? Do you know how much data that's going to hold?
In the show, spoilers, he shows that he kind of, like, goes down this path where he kind of secluded himself and tries to gather every single thing that she ever did for him or did to him. And regarding the voicemails, he would actually divide them up into her mood. And so he downloaded all of them and put them into folders depending on what her mood was when she left the voicemails. So it would be like, you know, happy, sexual, angry, like he'd divide them up in that way. And supposedly he's got all of them.
There's a lot more parts of that show that, because there's a lot of parts in that show where you start to wonder about the guy, because how like mentally ill he is. Like at some point he could not sexually satisfy himself unless he started like fantasizing about the stalker.
Yeah.
See, and okay, and hearing that and hearing what he went through with the other person, it kind of makes me wonder, like two people can be wrong at the exact same time, with the exact same situation. You know what I mean? So I wonder if maybe this is that type of situation, because we don't know, we weren't there.
So the show was not like a lot of people can get this, but if you watch the show, you kind of realize the show was not an attack. The show was not an attack on the character, the stalker. It wasn't like Misery. It wasn't a horror movie, right? This was actually supposed to be like a realistic approach, showing the mistakes of the main character along with the mistakes of the stalker, and all. The theme of the show is to show that everyone is human, and that everyone has their mental illness.
So he wasn't really attacking her in the show then.
No, it wasn't. It was more of just like there were portrayals of her being violent, of her being weird and stuff like that, but there was also like this sort of like earnest attempt to like approach this in like a realistic fashion where the main character is struggling subconsciously with actually enjoying being stalked while also being scared at the same time. So it tacks a lot of nuance about the situation.
Yeah, and this whole stalking situation actually took his mind off the whole sexual assault and the rape and stuff that he had gone through. So this, in his mind, took him out of that, and he sort of delved into the stalker situation as something that would actually relieve him from.
So that's probably why he enjoyed it, but was scared of it at the same time, because he enjoyed it because it got his mind off of the other shit.
Right.
Yeah. Well, shit.
Yeah. So,
in my opinion, you should always be a little afraid of the things you enjoy.
Well,
it should scare you a little bit.
Yeah.
I think the actor, the comedian, had a story he wanted to tell through an experience that he experienced in his own life, and he wanted to tell that story. So obviously, some of it is fictionalized, some of it he shaped in his own point of view to try and like make a creative piece of a show.
Right.
But there are semblance of truth there, and the whole point is to try and figure that out. And a lot of people like kind of got all the sleuths started working, and they found their fucking Fiona or their Martha, you know?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh my god, this shit's crazy. I'm gonna have to watch the show.
Is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep
it's right up your alley.
You really have to. Yeah, it's one of those ones I think I'll probably watch another time and pick up stuff that I missed as well. Like,
listen to Vega. Vega's like, I don't know what's going on, but my instinct tells me Matt is correct. Gee, I wonder why, Vega. I wonder why, Vega.
Hi, Vega. Hello.
Gee.
Well, yeah. What do you think?
It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. It's a lot more interesting than I thought it was. I mean, like I said, Matt's been telling me I need to watch that show. You told me that. You were like, you need to watch it. Watch it, Xylie.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, if you like the Evil Dwarf show, you'll like this show.
Wait,
you know?
the Evil Dwarf show.
The Evil Dwarf show.
What the fuck?
Fucking that documentary series.
Oh yeah, Eva. He finally watched the show about what's her name?
Natalia?
Yeah.
Grace?
Yeah, he finally watched that. And he was like, oh my God. And look, the last episode, he was down to the last 4 minutes. He went to go say something. He was like, I don't like her parents now, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, I think she's playing him. And then he heard the last 4 minutes. He was like, shit.
Yeah. See, so I think this is something that's going to keep on going, you know, and I'd like to follow it if possible, because it's something that is very interesting to me as well. So if
I needed to go
you
to
haven't
court.
yet, go and watch it. Go watch the show. Like, do yourself a favor.
I just think it'd be just perfect if it ended up that he was actually the stalker and he was fat phobic, and he's done this to a lot of women that look like Rosie O'Donnell and Louis Anderson mixed together. Like, what if that's what I'm rooting for?
Oh my God. Okay. Bunny did it. Bunny did it. Bunny did it. We're ready to go now. We're ready to go.
Fuck, I just remembered Louis Anderson's dead. God damn it. Thanks.
Yeah, I did too. It's sad. But he lives on through this woman.
Jesus Christ.
Did you ever see that show he did where he plays a mother, and he's dressed in drag.
Oh, are you talking about Baskets? My favorite show in the whole world.
That show's hilarious.
I love that show.
Okay. Yep. Right. That's it, folks. We did it. Tell everybody goodbye so we can get out of here.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Matt, say goodbye so I can deafen.
Hello.
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
Bye, everybody. Lord have mercy. I love Bunny.
Watch me. I'ma get it how I wanna get it, you don't get it. I can do anything, I don't got a limit. I'ma make my mind up, I'm committed. It might take some time, might take a minute. I won't give up, I don't give in a shit. I do what I want when I wanna do it. Call it a power or call it a gift. I call it persistence or driving some wit. I ain't no minute man. Good things take time when I'm in it, man. Give me some time and I'm with a fam. Now I'm gone too far from the beginning, man. I can teach you, but you gotta listen. I got lessons on lessons to give them. Think the masters are open and wishing and thinking and driven and cutting the ribbons. And they know they don't want it more than me. I work hard, they call it a disease. I work hard so I can go be free. But I don't work for anyone but me. But it didn't start like that. I was 9 to 5, didn't feel right. Had to get in touch with myself, get my mind back, to figure out what I want in this life bad. And I don't regret it, failed a lot, but I learned my lessons. Got new moves, new things, new weapons, and now I finally got direction. We ain't got no time to be complacent. You only got one life to go make a statement. Everything you want, it'll all be waiting. So put your mind to it and you can become greatness. So don't quit, don't stop, push through it. You got dreams, one life, go do it. Make moves, improve, keep doing. A new life, new you can choose it. Watch me. No face off. Everybody know I got plans to take off. Everybody know I got bands, no J's on. I'ma do life like me, no days off. I don't really care what you think about me. Hate for the minds up like a disease. Filling me with fight, some life energy. Knowing that I'm doing something right. If you hating, I just try to keep my mind real vacant. I took all my time in the basement. I spent half my life impatient. It was worth all the time and patience. Get it? The way I said it. Never mind, I don't have time, forget it. You can read all my rhymes on Reddit. They need a feed and damn it, I fed it. I got my eyes on the prize. I tell truth, on hear no lies. I don't take, I give and guide. I don't break, I live and fight. On the chase, I got the sight. Vision goals, I set them right. Working through the lonely nights, worth it on the other side. If you try to make it fast, it won't last. Take a stab, make it bad. Face the fast, but still lag. Don't give up, don't look back. You got this, no stopping, no quitting, no stalling, no options. You're running, follow your dreams and find your calling. We ain't got no time to be complacent. You only got one life to go make a statement. Everything you want, it'll all be waiting. So put your mind to it and you can become greatness. So don't quit, don't stop, push through it. You got dreams, one life, go do it. Make moves, improve, keep doing. A new life, new you can choose it. Watch me.